That single word quickly gets a response from any resident of the Sooner State. A battle as prickly as they come in a rivalry where domination has carried the day. But don't tell that to the folks from Stillwater who love to cause a little bedlam in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Cowboys will get this season underway as toe meets leather. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Oklahoma's offense will get first crack at it today. Oklahoma State got a rare but most satisfying close victory the last time they saw the Sooners.
And it was such a big game for the Pokes, and you got to feel great if you're their coaching staff watching how their team responded late in the game when it was on the line. They were able to make those plays. David, they know they're expecting another dogfight today.
Yeah, it's big for their confidence. When you get a win, listen, Oklahoma has dominated this series, but when you get a win, you've got that confidence. You can show the team, we can do this. So they're looking to build on one and get 2 in a row.
Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
That's caught. It's Kent. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. Still running at the 35. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day 1, game 1. Make that first impression.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cowboys offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And here comes for the first time as a starter this talented freshman. And Jesse, It seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's already got 46 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it in. It's Sategna. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This rivalry dates back to 1904, and the story goes, guys, that the ball got loose once, rolled down a hill, went into a creek, and both intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Looking for room. It's Brock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. On the run, fires downfield. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of put him out of rhythm. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Flores. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams. You bring in dime because you know they're going to throw the football. You got more speed on the back end to cover, and defensive linemen know they have their job to do. And their job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker on the ground.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. On a little time, lets it go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Got room to work. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in, looking for space. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. He makes the catch. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. They're going back to the ground. He's in open space downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Touchdown, Cowboys! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Colorado is taking on the form of its beloved Ralphie. They are running away with this one behind an offense that's firing on all cylinders. They're up 14 over Colorado State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He'll take the deep shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. All wideouts, no backs. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Sure hands, it's Gibson.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
He'll pull it down. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
On the run, it's up. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Oklahoma has dominated this rivalry, guys, so much so that it almost seems like just a relief to the Sooners when they win.
Up to this point, Reese, no doubt, Oklahoma, they have owned this series against their in-state rival. But, David, you know, in rivalry games, you got to throw the record's out the window because of the emotion that's played on game day.
So much emotion, so much hatred. You throw it out because, listen, you got nothing to lose. Everybody expects Oklahoma to win this game every year. So if I'm the Cowboys, I can take chances, try to make plays, try to make something good happen early.
The tight end gets the handoff on 3rd and short. You don't see that every day. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. The Sooners have this offense rolling. Handoff from the shotgun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. He's got 69 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Buys a little time. Now looking to throw back to the middle. Makes the grab on the big throw. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And, man, that's a big-time play for this offense. This quarterback, he's put the ball in harm's way. He's already had a couple of interceptions. This ball was kind of a 50-50 ball. Nice to see the receiver make a play and get some yards after the catch. Make a big play for this offense.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll try to get it in with the run. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Sooners! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Boyd. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back. They're down 14-10. Not a lot of room there. Give them a couple to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. To throw, it's Flores. He's not afraid to go deep. And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper was a bolt of lightning, a touchdown pass from 84 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Got a little space. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. So a dynamite play there. 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Lloyd. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Trying play action. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Oh, better look out! So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll give it to him again. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Caught near the sticks. It's Sategna. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got the first down and more. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. And the Sooners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on first down. Punch it out of the air. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Guys, how many first downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows one or two more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
The Sooners will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this running thing doesn't seem to be working. Looks like they're going to have to throw it. But as we know, David, these windows down here, man, they are tight.
Super tight. I think you still got the QB that you can move. You can change the launch point. Try to do something to...
And it's picked off for the third time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Finds a little space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. It's complete on the right side. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Get it out on the screen. Good, solid pickup on that one. Out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking downfield, it's Flores. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, long. He's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Snagged in the middle. It's Freeman. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll run play action. Grab near the sticks. It's Kent. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Running back searching for a hole. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Caught over the middle. It's Sategna. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Breaks the tackle. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, and not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. The Sooners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season. Ready to try the point after. The
kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. And they can't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a man. It's Flores. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. It's Boyd. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position, making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The Sooners can really attack on this second and short. To the ground with the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll ride the hot hand. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Using his legs, it's up. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The run from the shotgun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a man, it's Fitzpatrick. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. And the Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Hines on the move. Complete to the left. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Mateer. With the catch, it's Sategna. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Sooners are marching down the field. They're going to ride this running back. There he goes. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
They'll leave it with him. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He's at the 30. 10. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. How about this defense taking one back to the house? What about the speed for that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Is Colorado ready for prime time or what? Ralphie and company are running away with this one right now. They're up by 29 over Colorado State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners.
There he goes. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sategna. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Freeman. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Freeman. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. That's caught. It's Fitzpatrick. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. Line getting set on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Cowboys will punt this one away. Hauls it in at the 25. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Pulls it in. It's Sategna. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gibson. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands. It's Sategna.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Caught in the backfield. It's on.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
And the Sooners come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Caught near the sticks. It's Burks. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Under fire. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. And in the final seconds of the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, the Bedlam bell on the line, and already the Sooners and Pokes have given us some impressive moments. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Oklahoma and Oklahoma State plays out.
The Sooners will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Cowboys want to pick up the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Using his legs, it's Brock. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. To the air, it's Flores using the quick game. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Here comes the hurry up.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the...
Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Cowboys kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Leaves it with the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cowboys back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so...
Sneak gets it done.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update on Wisconsin. They're darn near perfect offensively today, almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice. They're up by 21 over Syracuse. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Mateer. Finds his man, it's Gibson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Sooners line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Burks. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease, it's up. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That's reeled in. It's Sategna. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Sooners are rolling down the field. From the gun, give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Gibson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Let's go. Now the play fake. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. The give to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Grab near the marker. It's Fitzpatrick. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Cowboys moving quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They'll try the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Looking to throw. It's Flores. Snagged in the middle. It's Freeman. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Lost a throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Brock.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Cowboys send out the punt unit. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Sooner offense returns to the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys. Those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that deep tackle is in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive linemen with.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Mateer. Finds his man, it's Gibson. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback. Just steamrolling the defense. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Flips it out on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. The defense is backed up as the offense is in the red zone. They go to the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
And the Sooners will have it first and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he'll finish the line at the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! The Sooner schooner is rolling in high gear as Oklahoma has built a big lead.
And, man, what a great job by this offense later in this ball game as we get in the second half, Jesse. Now they're putting the pressure back on the Cowboys on the other side.
And it just feels like Oklahoma is the team that's been able to handle the emotion the best. They were able to get themselves settled, I think, earlier in this game, playing within themselves. And here they are now in the second half, and the Sooners are pulling away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in the
Oh, he's got some space. Quick step and go. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Ford. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. And the Cowboys in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Under fire. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Flores. Bringing the heat. Finds his tight end. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on 4th. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Looks as if this will be a 51. He gets a hand on it. They will stop him short. Turn it over on downs.
After that blocked field goal, that just sums up the kind of day it's been for these guys, right? It's not just offense and defense, but even on special teams. They haven't been able to execute. They've got a lot of areas.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Makes the catch. It's Lloyd. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brock. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wideout. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. Touchdown, Cowboys. And what Once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give on the counter. There he goes. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. The Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
With the catch, it's Sategna. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Sooners are on the move. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And a lot of times late late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Old Dominion went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Monarchs in a statement win if there ever was one. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the run, it's Brock. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Lofts one high and deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now you're second.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Ready to fire from the pistol. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a fourth down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that fourth down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Wants to go up top. Why not trying to get it in? Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
Lining up to add another. Smashes it through for the PAT. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. He might want another play. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Makes the grab. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Sooners are facing third and inches. They'll try to run for it. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sooners! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying play action. He's going to throw deep right side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. And the Cowboys will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Corrals it at the 45. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll run it from the gun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. He now has 115 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. The give to the back. Find some fresh air. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got it on the run. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the route is on.
The second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game 1 going exactly how they scripted it.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Fitzpatrick. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Cowboys can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the single back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to run for it. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. And the Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Brock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Brock. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They think there's room to run to the right here. Turning it on. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Sooners have a lot. options on 2nd and inches. They'll go right back to it. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Robinson. Fighting off the defender. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll try to pop the draw. He works his way inside the 30. They'll mark him down at the 29. It brings up 4th down, and let's see what they do. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. USC found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat, something this program has done time and time again inside the Coliseum. Fight on, and the men of Troy will do just that. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
The Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his 2nd sack of the day. Nice. A lot more.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. And the try is no good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator.
And just not enough leg on that kick. You see it just gets knocked down by the crossbar.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. And that's a live ball behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
When you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, where the defense does a really good job playing assignment football, man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, you can tell. Had the running back taken care of, too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
Great place to start for this offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Barnes. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Caught behind the line, it's Barnes. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And he has stopped him. Lead by the big defensive lineman. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Steps away to find some room. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Got his man to the left. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that will just serve to pad the stats. So once again, Oklahoma adds another one to the win column as they come out victorious in Bedlam. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.